Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
We're joined today by Rolf Gerritsen, MetalNRG Chief Executive Officer, listed on the NEX exchange, ticker MNRG.
Good, Alex. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good. Nice to catch up with you again.
Good to catch up, and thanks for the opportunity to give you an overview and an update.
Well, we met in London, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, and I just wanted to do a little podcast with you, just so your shareholders could get an update.
That's right. We met in the elevator, and you caught me, and you said, "Will you give us an update?" So I'm delighted to be here, and again, thanks for the opportunity.
The first question I would like to ask is, how was 2018 for you and the company?
Well, for me, it was the start of a journey. First of all, I think Paul Johnson had done a fantastic job in stabilizing MetalNRG and making sure we had a very strong board in place. And really, he handed over a platform that we could take forward and develop. And I think we've done quite a good job because, first of all, we acquired the Goldridge project, which is previously producing three gold mines in Arizona. And it really gives us the possibility to do three things. One is consolidate the area, because there are other past producing gold mines that we are exploring to bring into the package. Two, it gives us an opportunity to bring a previously producing gold mine back into production. And third, it gives us exposure to gold, which, based on what I'm reading and my research, is not necessarily a bad thing looking forward to 2019. So that was one key stepping stone for us. The second, I would say, is signing the option agreement with IMC Invest to set up a joint venture, which would give us exposure to the asset that they own in the Kyrgyz Republic, and it is a very interesting uranium opportunity. And again, this one gives us three key opportunities. The first is to consolidate that area further, because there are additional resources available very close to where IMC have the current opportunity or the current project. Two, it is a very definite opportunity to get into production very quickly. And looking at the opportunity, it's from a financial perspective quite outstanding, and therefore makes it extremely interesting. And the third is, again, it gives us exposure to uranium. And again, from everything I've been reading and every piece of research that I've looked at, uranium is one of the minerals or one of the metals that is definitely of interest for 2019. On the negative side, 2018, our share price has absolutely been battered. But I think we're not the only ones. I think most of us in the sector have had a pretty rough time. But what we've also started now is an official engagement with the UKLA, which is the body that authorizes companies to list on the main market. So we're in the official process now of getting ourselves listed or relisted on the standard segment of the main market. That process has been ongoing for the last 3-4 months. But now it's in the last 10 days, it's been a formal engagement with the UKLA. So that's all progressing nicely. So that was a brief summary of 2018, which all in all, I think if we look at what we did and what we achieved, was not a bad year.
Well, just to pick back up on a couple of things you were saying there, the Kyrgyz Republic project. The last time we actually spoke, we met and we talked about that, and that could be a big change for you in 2019.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one, because the financials are extremely interesting, but also the further opportunity to consolidate in the area. There's work that is ongoing. We are in the process of getting a mining license. The option agreement is being extended in that we've actually been supporting IMC with further investment, and we're pretty much supporting them to make sure that we actually drive forward with this project. Yes, and it could be don't know if it's going to be next year in terms of revenue earning, but it's definitely there as a very strong platform for us to be exposed to an extremely interesting project from a financial perspective, and also uranium, as I said, is a strong prospect looking forward.
So what are your plans for 2019? Obviously, you're talking there about a listing as well on the main market. So what do you see for 2019 for the company?
Look, there's a few things. As I said, one, we want to be in a position to consolidate the area around the Gold Ridge mine and explore other opportunities to bring in other past or previously producing mines into the fray. Two is consolidate or at least progress the uranium project, and there's the possibility of a plan A and a plan B. Plan A being to bring it into production, and plan B would be to add resources and wait to bring it into production. And that's a little dependent on a few things. One is the overall outlook on uranium and the prices. Two, on the access for the venture, the joint venture that we're setting up to capital, and three, it's going to be a expression or a consideration of the cost of money. So those are two things that we're driving forward. The other key element for very early on in 2019 is to get ourselves relisted on the main market. But additionally, we are also actively pursuing other opportunities. And ideally, by the end of 2019 or even before, we'll see our share price reflect more fairly the value that I believe we are creating in the company.
Where do you want to be this time next year as a company?
Well, ideally, as I said, the share price to have a fairer reflection on the actual value that we've created in the company. Two is be in a good position to have progressed the Gold Ridge project. And three is to have developed the plan that we with the joint venture decide on the uranium, either plan A or plan B, and progress that forward. And last but not least, we'll be listed on the London main market, hopefully.
Rolf, as always, thanks very much for giving up your time. I'm sure your shareholders will enjoy listening to this interview and what MetalNRG is going to do in 2019.
Well, I hope so, and I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and more importantly, a very Happy New Year, and look forward to updating you as we progress. So thanks for your time, Alex. Much appreciated.
No, thank you, Rolf. All right. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.